You know, sometimes a man is faced with making a very difficult decision. Wedge or heels? We're here at the Penn Center where almost 300 men are getting ready to participate in the 10th annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes in support of Gillian's Place.
It's kind of surreal to me that after 10 years, we still have this kind of participation and this kind of enthusiasm. I mean, it's buzzing here already, and we're just getting started. You know, the most important thing that's happened over these 10 years is the amount of awareness that we've generated for domestic violence and violence against women, and all of the men that we have participating in this. We're so long it's been considered a woman's issue. I mean, we have over 250 men here today standing up and saying this is unacceptable in our community and we're here to do something about it. So I think that for us that's the biggest landmark, and that's the biggest milestone we're hitting, is the amount of men we have.
Can you comment on some of the partners?
The generosity of the Penn Center in welcoming us here year after year. I mean, we take over their mall for a day, and then everybody who works here as well in all of the stores. It's unbelievable, and the help that they give us leading up to and on the day of is great. And TD has been such an amazing partner the last few years, not only, you know, with what they do at Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, but throughout the year. You know, they're always with us, partnering with us in everything that we do. They're an amazing support system for us.
I understand that TD has somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 walkers today?
That's correct. Yeah, so we're hoping that the trend line continues and we keep to have more and more commitment from the male participants within TD, which has just been fantastic.
Why this cause?
I'll speak maybe for myself personally. I have two little girls. I had the good fortune of being part of a charitable function earlier on this year with Gillian's Place, and it's just such a wonderful organization that does an amazing amount of good work within the community, and I've personally been amazed at just the statistics behind the amount of families that have been positively impacted by the organization. It's just such a wonderful cause.
As of 10 a.m., a 10-year-old boy from Welland had raised the most money for the cause.
I'm here to walk a mile in her shoes because I've raised money for women in an abusive situation.
How did you raise so much money?
By asking friends, teachers, my mom's friends, my friends, yeah, and the principals at my school.
Grant, you've done this before. What's the trick?
Heel toe. To walk in the shoes is heel toe and poise. You got to stay tall. You can't hunch. You can't on your tippy toes. You got to stay tall.
I understand, was it the first year that you did this? You had a little bit of an accident?
It was the second year, and they were ripping up the floor here to do some renovations, and I caught a divot, and I almost fell over. And if it wasn't for a kiosk, you know, these kiosks they have in the middle of the mall, I would have been on my face for sure. So it's more dangerous than you think.
Jordan, is this your first time doing Walk a Mile?
How can you tell?
You're a little unnatural in your step. I guess that gives it away.
Yeah.
Why'd you decide to do it today?
You know what? It's a really important institution that we have in our community. I have two sisters. I have a mom that are both, you know, very strong women, and I look up to all of them. And no women should have to face abuse of any kind. And so that's, you know, doing it for them.
We need to raise $500,000 every year just to sustain our current operations. So that's our shelter, all of our outreach services. So whether a woman is staying in our shelter or just needs to access our services on an outreach basis, we provide counseling, legal advice and support, and help transitioning into living independently. We have a 24-hour crisis line that's open not only to women who are experiencing violence, but friends and family who may be looking for advice on how to help. The dollars raised today are essential in us making sure that, you know, when a woman calls, there's somebody on the other line. And when she comes to our door at 2 a.m. With her children in tow, there's a friendly face there, a bed for her to sleep in, and, you know, a warm meal for her family. So the dollars raised today are just absolutely integral in making sure that, you know, we continue to offer those essential services to women.
Can you explain the text fundraiser that you're doing as well?
Sure. So if people are at home, you know, today or tonight watching this and would like to help, they can text Man Enough, so that's MANENUFF, to 20222 to donate $10 for 10 years.
Heading into November, Gillian's Place urges you to wear purple for their Wrapped in Courage campaign, the next big fundraiser on their schedule following Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. Reporting for The Source at the Penn Center, I'm Mike Balsam.